So yes, this is going to be training, obviously, for us that can make it now, but I'm recording it because I want this to go to future new team members as well. And you guys can all use this training to bring your new people on board. Hopefully you'll find it valuable, okay? So I've been watching, I might not have been as active as I've wanted lately, like I mentioned before. Coaching is literally, it's just gone mental. And, the whole thing with what I'm doing is I'm trying to move away from that so I can do this more. But that's a process that's going to take time for me. But I've still been watching. I've been watching you guys. I might not comment on every post that you do, but they come up on my timeline and I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm seeing what you're posting in your groups. I'm seeing what you're posting on your timeline. And I've been super impressed, and I can see, especially with people's engagement, it's been going up and up and up, yeah? Which is one of the key things that you need. But there's definitely something that I've seen that has been missing. Now, what also inspired this training is I'm a little bit obsessed, and I've been following a lady called Mrs. Hinch. Who's on the Mrs. Who knows? Surely you've all heard of Mrs. Hinch.
Yeah.
Nick knows. Debbie, are you shaking your head? Is that a no? Have you not seen all her posters in like B&M's and the supermarkets with all the cleaning products?
No.
Mrs. Hinch recommends. Are you on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, so.
No, right. My mum introduced me to her. She's a cleaning lady, okay? And her account on Instagram is called Mrs. Hinch Home. Do you follow her, Michelle?
I have heard of her, yeah.
You've heard of her. Colin, Ange, just let me know if you've heard of her, okay?
No, I haven't.
Right. Well, she's just this lady from Essex, and that started on an account on Instagram not that long ago, and now she's got 2.5 million followers, and the whole of the UK is going bananas for her. She's in bloody Sainsbury's, Morrison's. She's everywhere, and she's got all these sponsorship deals now from like Febreze, all the company that does cleaning products, people she gets sent, Hoovers, vacuums, everything. It's mental, right? But me being me, whenever I'm following someone on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, my marketing mind is on. I view it with marketing eyes. So I'm always thinking, how's she done that? How's this person done this? Okay. So I went back and I literally saw how she started on Instagram. And the thing is, she might be on Instagram, but what she did applies to any platform, okay? And how she was able to go from nobody to now 2.5 million followers. And so, yeah, my marketing mind was on. So, who does follow her on here? Is it just you, Nia?
No, I know of her. I don't follow her, no. But my cousins do. My family, they're a bit younger than me. They absolutely think she's great, and buys all the products she's buying. And
well, the first thing that she did, which is one of like the first keys to success, is she was consistent. Okay, and I'm talking about myself with this now as well. If we're not consistent, that's one of the first things that is just gonna. Yeah, because like I've been saying about your engagement and stuff, that's how these algorithms work. Especially if you're not going to be using paid advertising, which I'm not talking about anything paid on this training today. I'm talking about everything organic to do with Facebook, your personal profile, for you guys that have got a group, that are on here, and for yous that have also got a page, because those are 3 different things on Facebook. Your personal profile, a group, and a page. I've got all 3. If you're not consistent posting on these platforms, you lose that engagement. And who's noticed that happen? Yeah?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Definitely.
And it really is the key, guys, because, and not just for the algorithm and keeping up your momentum and your engagement, but also for what it says to your audience. And I'm guilty of this as well. I tend to go through spurts, and I build my momentum up, And then if I get sidetracked and I have to do something else, you lose it, and it's annoying and it's daft because you've spent so much time kind of getting to that point, which I can see with some of you guys now, and Anne definitely included as well. You've worked on that engagement. You've earned those bloody likes and comments and shares. So it's about then keeping that momentum and being consistent. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to post every day, but you definitely have to be regular. And the algorithm favors you if you do that. Yeah, it's going to keep showing your posts to more people the more you're consistent. The minute you stop, Facebook kind of takes you off the feed. So that's how that works, okay? But also what it says to your audience. If you're stopping and starting, what does that say to your audience? I want you guys to tell me.
Well, it tells them you're not really very interested or motivated, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it really is like simple, guys. You know, and I forget this sometimes, you know, because I've got such a marketing mind, you forget that it's real humans that are following you. And you forget that, you know, they're reading everything that you're doing. So if you're doing a little bit and then you stop, that's what rubs off on the audience as well. So it doesn't mean that you have to be doing something all the time, but they're watching, and you don't know who is reading those posts until they reach out to you, until they comment. So you just never know. And I honestly, the amount of times that people message me and they're like, I've followed you for years, and I'm like, I've never even spoken to them before. Or you've helped me so much, and I'm like, I don't even know who this person is, because you can't see the eyeballs on the other end of the screen. So number one, Mrs. Hinch, she was proper consistent, okay? She was consistent with her posting, and she started building a following and a tribe, which is what some of you guys have got going. I've seen that, where you're starting to get the same people that, you know, following you and liking and commenting. And that's all she did, is she started building this family where people just kept coming back to follow her. And I see you guys have that. Well, that was the first thing that she did, is she was consistent. Now, this is the big one that I think most of us are missing, okay? I want you to try and think now. Someone's just got a little bit of noise in the background. If you can just, I don't know who it is. Me, actually. There we go. It was just making a bit of a squeaky noise. What you've got to think, right? What makes people keep coming back to me? And me and Michelle touched on this when we had a bit of a chat yesterday, because she's already kind of figured it out. You've got to try and think. I'm just going to mute you guys because there's something that's just making it a bit harder to hear. There we go. What makes people keep coming back to you? Yeah. Now, Mrs. Hinch, I followed her to begin with because she was giving tips on how to clean your house. Okay, literally as simple as that. But good tips, you know, and products that I would have never used before. So I found myself following her on Facebook because she was teaching me tips on how to clean my house. At the beginning, I wasn't bothered about Mrs. Hinch. I wasn't really bothered about following her life, you know, interacting with the story. I was going there because of what was in it for me. Yeah, no worries, Colin. I was going there because she was teaching me how to clean, and I was enjoying that. And this is why people kept going back to her account to follow her, right? So I want you to think about me now, and all of you are here for the same reason. What initially made you follow me? And you can take yourselves off mute for this. You know, what initially makes people keep coming back to watch my stuff?
Well, because you had good information. You were sharing good stuff on how to build your business.
Yes. So my target audience, the audience that I've built over the years are network marketers. I'm going to touch on this in a second. So my audience is network marketers. And as I'm saying this, I want you to be thinking about who's your audience, okay? Because the people on my personal profile, like my friends and family, are completely different to the people that follow me on my page and my group. And that's on purpose, because I built my page and my group targeting, being specific about, I only wanted to attract network marketers and entrepreneurial-minded people in this industry. So people keep coming, and this is how all of you are on my team. Yeah, it's because in one way or another, you were kind of in the industry to begin with. Or you were in something online, you're building a business online, and you were attracted to me because I taught you something. Yeah. So that's why people keep coming back to me, because I teach them something. Yeah, I teach them how to build their business. They don't follow me for my lifestyle. They don't follow me because they want to see pictures of my kids. They follow me first because I teach them something. Yeah, I help them in some area of their life, which is I help them in their network marketing business. Then, as I start to teach people these things, so giving value and training and educating people, then it transitions to people get to know, like, and trust me more. So then they're more invested in my life as well. Then they want to know more about Emma. Then they want to know more about my kids, my lifestyle. You know what I'm trying to say? That's the quickest way to get to build a following and to build a tribe, is you have to lead with giving people value and teaching people something. And this is what is missing with the team, because I'm seeing all you guys posting, you've got a relationship with your following, but we just need to transition a little bit more to teaching people something. And when I say give value, it's the same as teaching people something. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah.
Being a teacher or educating is the quickest way to build authority with your following, to get them to take notice and to get them to know, like, and trust you. So then, once you've done that enough, once you've built, think of like a jar of marbles, and every time you go live or you post a post and it teaches something, it teaches something to someone, or it gives them value, you've helped them in their life in a little way, that's one marble in the jar. As that jar fills of marbles, you start to transition where you only have to recommend something then, and people will buy from you because you've given them so much value up front. It's like a value cup, the marble jar. It needs to be constantly overflowing. Yeah, so this doesn't happen overnight, which is why I was talking about the consistency thing before. You know, you can't just kind of do one video that provides a bit of training, a bit of value, and then all of a sudden people are going to buy from you. Just like Mrs. Hinch, she kept doing this for about 3 months, building that following, interacting with people, kept teaching. That was the main thing she was doing, was just little videos on showing people how to clean your windows, how to use this product to get rid of a stain. Like, it was simple stuff, but that's why people kept going back to her. And then, bam, she's just started recommending things and people were buying it because it was her. Yeah. So you have to think about, what do you want to stand for? And it also has to tie in with the company or the products. Yeah. And you have to be passionate about it. So I think me and Michelle, when we were talking about this yesterday, she kind of found what she wants, and she's been kind of leading there anyway. I think Ange also kind of knows what she wants to focus on. Okay, like, my brand is I help people in network marketing, so that's what I mainly focus on. Is I keep teaching people tips and tricks on how to build their network marketing business, so they follow me. But then I get a lot of people that then think, I want to work with Emma, and you guys are all here. Yeah. So you've got to think, what do you want people to keep coming back to you for? And there's so many different things that we can do that tie in with the products and the company. Okay, so for example, me and Ange were talking about, you know, you could become the person that is so passionate about, you know, saving the planet. And honestly, if I was to rebrand myself and do this again, I could still do this again. I'd just have to create another page and kind of focus on my profile, but I haven't got the time. If I was to do this again, that is what I'd want to do because it's what I'm passionate about. You know, I love the fact that Moderne is all about the future, and it's about using cleaning products that don't have chemicals and toxins, and it's safe for the family, and it's biodegradable. If that was me now, I would start to just learn as much as I can about that, about teaching people the importance of, you know, having a chemical-free home, teaching people the importance of, you know, giving your kids products. That's someone at the door, I'm going to have to go, that don't include chemicals and toxins. So just pause it there, guys. I'm just going to pause the recording. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. So far, before I keep going on, is this making sense so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom. So if I was Ange now, I'd be like, right, I need to start teaching people about the importance of, you know, safe products, chemical-free products, saving the planet, how our things tie in with that. So you know, your brand will start to become, she's that lady who saves the planet. She's that lady who's on about, you know, chemical-free products. But you've got to be able to teach people about that. Okay. So the best way to, you know, if you're thinking, how do I do that? How do I come up with content? Let me share my screen because this is the easiest. This is what I do. Okay. Don't reinvent the wheel. Model what other people are already doing. So, and by the way, the best way to start doing this is with live videos.
I love live videos. I love them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about headlines in a minute. Well, this is
Okay.
massive on your live videos. Your headline, subject line, is more important than what you talk about.
Ah.
Yeah, because it's that will get people to stop and watch it.
I was copying Fraser Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me show you how I do it. So let me share my screen. If your headline shows that it's going to help someone else, they'll stop. They're much more likely to stop and watch it. So let me. Can you see my screen? Can you see Google?
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of the best headlines to start with for teaching people is how to. So
yeah.
No. So hang on. Benefit of hang on now. I'm doing all this off the top of my head. Right. Don't ever wonder, just go to the oracle that is Google. Okay. Now and instantly off the top here, here's an idea for a live. Yeah. And when I'm talking about headlines, take these headlines from Google, because
where did you find those, Em? What did you try?
I typed in benefits of chemical-free products.
Oh, I get you. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, and if you want the title for your live, copy and paste that title, because these have made it to the front page of Google for a reason. Yeah. So if I'm ever stuck for a headline, I just copy it off Google. So I would you could call your live the benefits of choosing chemical-free organic products, or just the benefits of choosing chemical-free products for your skin. Yeah. Or you could even call it 3 benefits of choosing chemical-free products. That would make me want to stop and watch that video, because I think, what's the benefit of using chemical-free products? It's instantly what's in it for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just go, you just take some pointers off this and you do a live. Tip number 1, it's better for your skin and your health. Blah, blah, blah. Tip number 2, it's better for the environment. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah? And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just go on here, read a blog post or whatever it is, take a few little tips from what you read, and then make it your own. Yeah?
So simple, but so effective.
Yeah. And you should never, ever run out of stuff. And you will start to find someone. You'll find a blog, or you might even find someone on Facebook that's already doing this and getting amazing results. Model what they do, okay? Model what they do. So I've already said, if you're noticing that your audience is now including a lot of network marketers, because Michelle was saying she's seeing that now, that you're starting to friend request people and your friends are starting to become people in network marketing, then it might make sense to do what I do. Yes, because what I do is exactly what John Melton does. It's exactly what John and Nadia do. They teach people how to build their network marketing businesses. And because they've done it for, they've built that brand, that's the following that they have. It's people that are in network marketing. And they attract a lot of leaders from other companies. Yeah. And then these other leaders and people that are in network marketing see John and Nadia, this is exactly what happened to me. And they think that person can help me, and they join them. So what I do is modelled on like John and Nadia. So if I ever want material for a live, I just go and watch one of their videos, not just John and Nadia. I follow lots of people, but I'll watch one of their lives. I'll get inspired. I'll write a few notes down, and then I go and make it my own. If you guys want your brand to be that, helping network marketers, because you've already got a lot of network marketers that are following you, copy me. I'm more than happy for you to watch my videos on my page and copy what I do. But it's about finding what you want to be known for. And it doesn't, wherever you start, your tribe will begin to follow you. Because this is the thing, if we look at what Angie's going to be concentrating on, if she decides this is what she wants to do, the people who don't really care about the planet and care about using products that make a difference and that are safe won't follow you. But those aren't the people that we want to follow us anyway. Yeah? And you will start to attract, like a magnet, the people who are interested. And when they start to really get value from your video, they will share it with other people they also know are interested in things like that. And it just starts to grow. Yeah? It will just start to grow. So Michelle said that she wants to focus on becoming the person that really teaches people how to value their health. And I just thought that was spot on, because that just, for me, is Michelle all over, yeah? And the reason why it's so powerful for you as well, Michelle, is because it's personal to you.
Yeah, for sure.
You're passionate about it because you've got a story behind it too. So, look, I was putting this into Google yesterday. So you literally can just be like, how to value your health, 3 ways to value your body. And if you put that as the title to your live, people will watch it.
Yeah. I'd watch it.
Yeah. And then if you put the title to your live, what value do you put on your health? People will watch that, because they'll be like, and I think it's so bloody good, like you're always saying, people don't value their health until it's gone. This is like a real thing that is like a problem now. And the reason why this is even more of a problem now is because people are so addicted to their mobile phones.
Yeah.
We can't talk because we're building a business through them.
Exactly.
But people are forgetting how to bloody live their life because they're becoming so addicted to social media and everything. There's so much you could do talking about this. And how it transitions into the business is when you're doing these lives or you're doing a post, always have a call to action at the end of your video. Otherwise, in my opinion, it's not a waste, but you want to want to maximize on every time you do this. Every time I do a live, not every, most of the time when I do a live on my page, I always have a call to action at the end, which is basically I want someone to take a next step with me. Yeah. So if you were doing a live about what value do you put on your health, and at the end of the video you say, I really value my health so much more now than what I used to. And this is my most favorite product that I like to use that is chemical and toxin free. And it's really helped me with my health. If you'd love to know more about that I use, send me a private message. It really is as simple as that, you know. And the more you do this, the more people will think she's the lady that helps you value your health. She teaches me about how to be more healthy, you know, and this will fit in with the chemical and toxin free stuff as well. You know, it's everything there. And then all you have to do is recommend. So you can do a live every now and again that is just like, you know, this is my favorite product. And people will then they're more likely to buy from you because you've been teaching them things to begin with. Are you still following me, guys?
Yeah.
How does that tie in with everybody I watch or read says, do not tell people what your products are?
No.
So how do we ever get them to buy them if we don't tell them what they are?
Yeah, and this is where once you start going through your units in that MLife group, you'll cover that, okay? So it's really simple. You can say what we don't want to do is mention the name of the product.
Right.
And the company. So you don't want to say like Trim or Lean Body System, and you don't want to say Modere. And the reason why is because the minute you do that, what does that
do? They'll all go off. They'll
go to Google and go Modere. So that's the only reason why you don't physically name them. You can still talk about them, but be strategic. Don't name them. You can even show them like we do, but we hide the name.
Yeah. So
people have to reach out to you and say, "What's that?" Yeah. So yeah, you definitely don't want. You can talk. We want to talk about them, but don't name them. That's the only difference. Does that make sense, Ange?
Yeah. I've just always found it really difficult, because I do a lot of lives, but I became known as the unique lady because I was doing unique, and you know, I knew I shouldn't be, but I didn't know how to stop it. So,
and it's hard because once they know you're in unique, they just know then it's unique. So they can go and Google it. They can go to another unique distributor. But that's what I love about this is that you get a unique code to give people £10 off or €10 off. So there's extra benefit for them to go through you.
Yeah.
To get that link. But honestly, guys, I just think this is what's missing. If we start leading with teaching people, even something small, you're going to get more and more people coming back to you. And the know, like, and trust factor is just going to grow so much quicker because you will turn into an authority overnight when you start teaching people something. And then you still intertwine it with your lifestyle posts and your morning posts and your Fit Fireman Friday posts. Because Deb, that is your part of your brand now. If you don't do a Fit Fireman Friday thing, going on.
I don't know if that's good or bad, hey?
That's like you. So don't stop doing those things. I'm definitely not saying not stop, because what you're doing is working. There's just something that's missing, and this is it. Live videos and posts teaching people about the thing that you want to become known for. So other ideas that we could do, you literally, right, you could become so specific and targeted. A couple of weeks ago, and I can tag you in this video, I did my mum uses the Protozymes, the probiotic tablets, because she suffers with IBS really badly and suffers with bloating. And she said they're amazing. She buys them every month now. So I was well chuffed because my mum and dad struggle with it, and nothing before has seemed to work for them. So I decided to go live But instead of just talking about, hey, my mum's used products and they were brilliant, blah, 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 I put into Google, how do you reduce bloating? Or 3 ways to help with bloating. Are you still looking at Google, or me, by the way?
Google, we can see.
Google.
Yeah.
I can't see anything from Google.
And I took some tips off Google on, it was actually this headline that I used. I think I put 3 proven ways to reduce or eliminate bloating. And that was the title of live.
Sorry.
It's okay. And I went live on my Facebook profile and I just gave people 3 little tips to reduce or eliminate bloating. And the 3rd tip was to try probiotics. As you can see there, it's number 6. And then I said, my mum's been using these probiotics. Wonders for her, blah, blah, blah. If you'd like to know more about that, send me a private message. And I had like 3 or 4 people message me asking for more information. Why? Because I didn't lead with talking about the products. I led with teaching and helping them about their bloating. Because that title instantly grabbed people's attention. If I'd have put something about the products, people would have just gone, Emma's pitching again, bye-bye, night. Yeah? But because the title of the live grabbed their attention, because there was an instant benefit for them watching my video, they were going to learn 3 ways of reducing bloating. So they got value from it, even if they didn't buy from me. Make sense? And because I used that headline, it's powerful. 3 proven ways to reduce or eliminate bloating. That's instant. Someone who suffers from bloating is going to watch that video. Now, if I decided to carry on with that, I literally could become the IBS lady. I could become the lady that helps people with irritable bowel syndrome or leaky gut, anything to do with digestives. And, if I really wanted to look into IBS and start researching, how to help with IBS, you don't have to be an expert to do this. But as you do this, you will become an expert. Okay? As you start researching and Googling and teaching other people how to help and deal with things, you will become an expert. So look here, how to help with IBS. I could have done then a live saying coping with irritable bowel syndrome, or 3 ways to help cope with irritable bowel syndrome, and just go through some of these tips. I really could expand on that and just focus on one product, which is the probiotics. And I know over time that people would start flocking to me because this woman helps with your IBS. This woman, go and watch one of her live videos. She's really helpful about bloating and IBS. And obviously it's not going to appeal to everybody because not everybody has IBS, but those ones that do would then start tagging their friends. And you can say that in your video. You can say, if you've got any more friends or family that suffer with bloating, please share this video with them. But I literally could make my whole brand about that. Does that make sense? And that's just one product. That's just Protozymes. You could become a weight loss expert, and don't think that you have to be in tip-top shape to be one. One of the best things you can do if you want to focus on that is just share your story. It's just share your journey. Anne's kind of been touching on this. All Anne needs to do is just tell people what she's doing, and she will get their attention. Because people must be like, what are you doing? You look amazing. Yeah, because she's posted a few things like that, hasn't she? Pictures with the jeans and whatnot. So when you're watching the recording of this, Anne, just start teaching people. I just start telling them what you're doing, actually. And it doesn't have to be, I take this product, Tell them the other things that you're doing, but then weave in where I'm also using this product. Yeah, because if they can get value from you, and it doesn't have to, just buying the product, they'll keep coming back. So that's all. That's another way of doing things sometimes, is you don't just have to lead with teaching, but just share your story. Share your journey. And I'm there, telling your story is massively, massively powerful. And I recommend that you weave that in every now and again. Even if you think people have heard this, they haven't. I've been telling the same story for 4 years now on how I nearly quit the industry and then I found Elite Marketing Pro. I tell the same story and it gets people every time because stories relate to other people. And the easiest story to tell is, well, why on earth did you join Modere? What got you interested about Modere? Why did you buy that product? Tell your story. It will relate to other people. So Michelle, telling your story about what you went through and how you overcome it is going to draw people in.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, it has done over the last sort of couple of months. Like you said before, about the interactions gone up and a lot more people coming out and contacting me. So definitely, yeah, what you're saying, being consistent each day.
Honestly, keep repeating it.
Yeah,
I've been repeating the same story for 4 years. Honestly, I think people tired of hearing it, but there's new people that come on board.
Yeah.
And that's another part of this process, actually, which I think most of you have got now from the training that you've been going through with Modere. You also have to be constantly building your audience. So, whether your friend requesting new people, or like me, you have a Facebook page and you're running a likes campaign, even though I don't run one now, but it's one of the easiest things you can do. You've got to be constantly increasing your audience. So who does that? Who is like manually friend requesting people a week?
I do.
Yeah, every day, each day.
Every day.
Excellent.
I try and do at least from 5 to 10. Obviously, it's not in your power for them to okay the friend requests, but what you can do is friend requests, and usually out of the sort of 5 to 10, I'll get 2 or 3 who accept each day.
Yeah, so you're progressing.
Yeah, exactly.
So because you do need, especially if we're going to be attracting a tribe now that's going to be interested. Not everyone is going to care about chemical and toxin-free products. Not everyone's going to care about value in your health. A lot of people don't. Yeah. And whatever brands, maybe we can work together, Debbie and Nia, and see what you want to come up with. Not everyone is going to care. So if you're going to just be friend requesting anybody, that's so vital because you need those new people coming in. That's why I love, and I can teach you all how to do this, to have a Facebook page, because you can run a really tiny likes campaign that is running every single day for like £1 a day, that is targeting certain interests of, so basically you can fill that page with people who are already interested in your brand. So, like I targeted people like Eric Worre and other Fraser Brooks and other people in the industry. So I knew it was network marketers that were coming over and liking my page. Yeah. And I'll give you another quick story. I was speaking to another person that I work with in the industry a while ago, and I was pretty blown away by her results. She did exactly what I'm telling you guys now, and you guys can do this, okay? Her company sell weight loss products. We sell weight loss products. And she researched like what is like the hottest diet that's like hot right now, and she found the keto diet or something. I've not even heard of it, but apparently in the US it's massive, or she's from the US, and I think she was doing the keto diet as well, so that helped because she had her own experience with it and she was passionate about it. So you've got to be a bit passionate about what you choose, otherwise you're going to lose interest. Yeah. So she made a page on Facebook from scratch, dead easy, and just started branding it about the keto diet. Yeah. And she just started sharing things like this, how I've just showed you on Google. She started sharing things, anything she could find about keto, and teaching people about the keto diet and how it can help them, going live, sharing keto recipes. And she run a very simple likes campaign on Facebook where she targeted people that were interested in the keto diet, because that's what you can do with a like campaign. Yeah. So people started liking her page who are obviously interested in the keto diet. And honestly, the momentum on her page and engagement was mental.
Wow.
And so simple. And what she did is she said she spent 3 months giving people value. That's all she did. And then she transitioned. Then she started sharing the products and saying, this is what I'm using and this is what's helping me. And she created a bit of a challenge around it, and her sales went through the roof because she became the woman known.
Is she there, Emma?
Is she what?
Is she in Mother? Is she
No.
in Mother?
No, she used to be.
Because there's a lady there who did huge sales one month, but she does keto as well, and that's the way she went with her business. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, who was that?
I can send you a link. I can't remember her name. I am following her. She did something similar with Mother. She started on keto. She was with a different company, and she's basically with Mother now. And I think she made $100,000 sales or something one month.
Mental.
But if you go on her page, it's all keto, and she just sort of links in the Mother stuff.
So
that's what I was asking, if it was the same person.
That's what I'm talking about. Modeling is find someone like that and model it. Don't copy. So don't literally copy and paste. Be you. You've got to put your stamp on it. It's got to be in your words. But honestly, that's how the most successful people do it. That's all I've ever done, is I've just watched what other people do. A bit like the Mrs. Hinch thing. And I think, what's she doing? How is she creating that much momentum? Then I model it and make it my own. So, you could literally just follow what that person is doing on their page. And it's not copying because they're not you. When people are also, you're also going to attract a certain following that resonate with you personally as well. But yeah, go out there on Facebook and find someone who you really just think, I like that person, and model what they do. But I bet that person with keto is leading with teaching other people on the keto diet. Like 3 ways the keto diet will help your life. 3 million. Simple.
Can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
Steve? I've got my profile, I've got a group, and I've got a fan page.
Yeah.
Now, I always did my lives on my profile, and I would get lots of people, and I started getting the same people coming back because I do Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Then I decided, from listening to other people, to change it to do the lives from my business page. And although in the end I get more views that way, I'm doing, and it's people, if I'm 300 views to
book famous profile as well. It's going to show however, most of you watch the you can watch with requests. was just not yet. Or the is should say so
they'll send a message or she'll say mostly that they'll be able to set up at your line.
And what I do is make it work, make it run its course. That's what I do. I even have started turning it into an Instagram TV video, but it's a bit of faff. I'm putting it on Instagram. Yeah.
You do lives on Instagram, Emma?
No, my audience is I'm still building my audience over on Instagram. It's nowhere near the numbers on Facebook. So go where the biggest audience is. You know, go where you've got your biggest audience. But always bear in mind, who is this audience? Because you won't find me, you'll never find me teaching my network marketing stuff on the personal profile if you haven't noticed. Because my personal profile, I wanted to keep it to friends and family. They're not interested, you know, but what they will be interested is weight loss. Everything else. Yeah, and if I kept going with that brand or a certain brand on my personal profile, then it would just become that. It would just become that. And that's why I don't do that on my personal profile, because I know that audience is not for that. Yeah, if this makes so you have.
So when you friend request somebody, that automatically goes to your profile, though, doesn't it?
I don't friend request people because I don't use that strategy. So I know I'm teaching it, but because I know that not everyone wants to pay. I love paid strategies, so I've always built on my Facebook page and I put money behind things. So the majority, you know, I've got like 19,000 people now. Even that, it's growing organically now. So don't have a likes campaign running anymore. But I had a likes campaign running to build my audience on my page, like the keto lady, because you're not just friend requesting anybody and anyone, wondering what they're interested in. With a likes campaign, you can target people who have liked a certain page. So, you know, if they've liked a page that's to do with keto, there's a good chance they're going to be interested in keto. So you can actually put your ad, you can tell Facebook, go and tell these people to come and like my page. It's way more targeted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you do that? Are you going to let us know how to do that?
If you want to build with your Facebook page, I can show you how to do that. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And it's amazing because then you know your audience is targeted.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to kind of sift through people and maybe have people be a bit like, oh, what's she going on about now? I'm not interested in this. They are interested because they liked your page for a reason. Yeah.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you can't do it over on your personal profile. Look at the people in our company that I say to follow, like the Amber Deluce and the Bryn Langs. That's what they do. But I think their brand is the network marketing thing. You know, they have a lot of people that follow them in network marketing. But Amber isn't so much that. Amber's really passionate about a few subjects. And because she's so passionate about those subjects and they intertwine with the products, her following have just followed her because of her passion about her brand. So, Deb and Nia, have you got any idea about what you want to do?
Are you talking to me, Emma? Sorry.
No, Deb and Nia, because I think you were kind of on your way with what.
Yeah.
So
you're breaking up a little.
Yeah, what have you got any ideas about what you want to teach and become?
Right.
I missed again. You're really breaking up. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear?
Yeah, try again.
Yeah. What have you got an idea what you want your brand to be? What you want to start teaching about?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, through the EMP stuff, it's more about training people and showing them how to, training people on how to run the network marketing business and share tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the Modere side, I mean, I know you talk about the clean living and stuff like that. but my passion really is more about anti-aging. So I'm more interested in the collagen products and stuff that's energy, because I'm a mum and I'm tired all the time and that type of thing. There's more skincare and anti-aging is more my...
What you're interested in?
Yeah, passion, really, yeah. So I'm much more skincare, and I've got a lot of knowledge about skincare, and I'm anti-aging as well. So that's my forte, more clean living. And even though I'm interested in that, that's not necessarily always been my passion.
This is the beauty of Modere, is they've got a good, brilliant skincare range. I use all the I haven't used the Modere ID yet, but I use the cleanser, the day cream, the night cream, the toner, everything. I was with another product that I'd used for years, and I switched, and I'm converted. So, it wasn't like an easy decision to make. Teach the people. You just said you've got so much knowledge on that. Start teaching it.
Yeah, I think what I struggle with, and I saw other people are saying, I stop and start. That's my problem. And I've had things to deal with over the last few months, and this hasn't been a priority. Yeah. So it's, how do you keep staying consistent when there are other things going on, but I haven't got the systems in place, if that makes sense. I don't really have a routine. That's where I'm lacking.
DMO, the queen of DMO is Michelle. She's got it down pat, and really, Michelle, you could do with doing a training, because that's kind of your thing. It's just having that solid DMO and just daily method of operation and doing
what I'm doing and what I should be doing. I'm not struggling with any concepts or any clarity on what I should be doing. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah. And look, don't beat yourself up. We all go through it. I've just had a really quiet period. You can get that momentum back. If you know what you need to do to play the algorithm, get some family posts up, stick your kids on, and you've got engagement in it. Yeah. Stick some Fireman Fridays on. You've got some engagement. Just get social, start to build that engagement, and then start sprinkling in some lives, and just don't beat yourself up. If you go a week and you haven't done one, just focus on just getting back on, rather than thinking, I haven't done. Yeah.
We're doing lives and talking about products or talking about anything like that. There's no issues there. It's just actually getting out the lull of not actually doing anything, and it's getting into a daily
I think when you start seeing a bit of progress as well, and you start seeing your likes and your comments and your engagement going up, it's addictive. You start to get in a bit of a momentum yourself. And look, just know that it does go like this.
Yeah.
Most people quit, and you haven't. You're still here. So you're already ahead. Yeah. So it does go like this. It's the entrepreneurial journey. It's just getting back on the train and building that momentum back up. And I think if we add in this teaching bit, it's going to take us over the edge if we keep doing that, and you're going to see just new things happening in your business. Yeah. There's so much material for anti-aging, and you could even become like what's the best skincare products for 30 plus, and just really relate to people that are going to relate to you. Yeah. There's loads. So Debs, have you got any ideas about what you want to do?
So I'm kind of a little bit I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But mine is also sort of more anti-aging, healthy living, that sort of thing. But I kind of I think my problem is I was getting quite good engagement. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but just sort of plodding my way through. Yeah. And then, of course, the last 3 months have been a bit of a nightmare. So I've pulled back, obviously, on all that. So it's now trying to build up the engagement again. I do still have my likes campaign, which I wanted to actually have a chat with you separately, because I think I need to retarget it. But sorry, can you hear me? I just realized I've dropped the speaker side of it.
Yeah.
I think, can you do healthy living and anti-aging, or do we need to just have one sort of...
You can do, there's no set rules to this, as long as you're just teaching something about whatever it is. and having fun as well.
Yeah.
Your Fireman Friday thing, it's a bit of fun as well.
You must know how many people now start sending me pictures of naked men. It's like, oh my God.
But it's you've got to keep that, because that's a part
Absolutely.
of the thing,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just, well, how can you teach people about those things? And if you're ever wondering, what is it that I'm passionate about? Well, what made you join in the first place, and what made you buy the products that you
But you see, that's the problem. So what made me join in the first place is I wanted money.
Oh, yeah. So, Deb, how many other people do you think out there that want more bloody money?
Yeah.
Become the person that teaches people how to have a plan B. Become the person that teaches people how to quit their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And you become, is it Martin Lewis?
Yes, yeah.
The female version of Martin Lewis. So if you ever want ideas on what to do, and this is directly more about the opportunity now rather than the products as well, isn't it? Start being the female version of him and tell your story and say, I got into, rather than us saying, come and join our opportunity, tell your story and say, I got into this because I wanted more money. You have instantly got people's attention, and they're going to relate to that because they're like, I want more money. What is it you're doing? Yeah. So just start to become that person of, I help people quit their 9 to 5, or I help people make more money than what they get in their job. And like I said, just follow Martin Lewis and look at all the videos he does, and then you will instantly become, oh, she's that money saving expert. Or there'll be other people online that we can think that has a brand around quitting 9 to 5 or making more money. And the most powerful thing you do is just go live and tell your story. And so I got into this because I wanted more money. And there's only so much my job was paying me, and I wanted more. So plan B.
Yeah, true. I think you always think that you shouldn't be the sort of person who just wants money. You've got to have some other passion, surely.
Most people who do this are also doing it for the money. They're not just doing it for the passion. And, you'd be lying if you said that the money doesn't help it, but it's what the money allows you to do. So don't be afraid of talking about that. Yeah. I've even thought, and we do need to get around to doing this, of doing joint lives and literally telling our telling our story. And me saying, like what you just said there, why did I get into network marketing in the first place? Because I wanted to get rid of my boss. I was tired of working for someone else, and I wanted to be my own boss. And I knew I could do so much more than what I was doing, and I wasn't being given the opportunity to do it. That's going to resonate with people. And I wanted more money. I wanted more money, and I felt like I wasn't getting paid what I deserved and things like that. And, that's going to resonate with people. Then if you told your story, that's going to relate to people.
Yeah, sure.
And we can all intertwine that in now and again. Because that will just relate to people. And you call the name of that live something like how I fired my boss, or are you sick of your 9 to 5? Everyone's going to watch that. Yeah. How to get more money than does your money run out at the end of the month? Would you like to have more? This is how. It's all about all about that headline, that subject line. Has anyone got any questions? Because as per, we've gone well over, and I'm going to have a coaching call soon. So, have you got any?
I'd quite like just to ask something, if it's okay. All of the products that Medare do, I mean, I've got a shed load of them coming because I've ordered one of everything almost so that I can trial them. But when I do my lives, I am passionate about the planet, the plastic and all that stuff. But listening to you all, I will also probably cover all of the other things as well at some point or another.
Yeah.
Because isn't that right? You need to talk about anti-aging and collagen. You need to talk about people who need the cash. You know, don't you have to build that? Don't you have to? Is that okay to do that? I mean,
tell your story. So just let people in on your journey. And when you go through those units and you get to the launch section, that's what it tells you to do. So your launch is like unveiling of the box. You don't show your products, but so you say, look what I've bought. I can't wait to try it. And that's, you're just documenting your journey. And do you know what? People love just following people's lives. That's what I was saying before about Anne. If she just was sharing with people, I did this today, I ate this today, this is how I'm losing weight, this is how I'm doing this, people would follow her because they're looking, thinking, how have you done that? But she's not sharing the how bit as much.
Well, what's the 21-day thing that I've been seeing on
John and Nadia?
Yeah.
The video challenge. This is to get people into, it's a bit like what you've seen with Fraser Brooks. It'll be to get people into going live for 21 days.
Oh, right.
It'll probably be based, I mean, I've not done it before, but it'll probably be based around network marketers. So if you're going to be helping other people, if your audience is going to be helping other network marketers, but you can still do a 21-day challenge, but do it based around what we spoke about today.
Yeah.
Your brand, sharing your journey.
Videos or lives?
Lives.
It's lives, right. Okay.
Lives will get you the quickest results, end of.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. They just said videos and I wasn't sure what they meant.
Thing that I do when I go live is a few days later at a different time, I turn it into a watch party. So I get more viewers.
Yeah.
I milk my lives big time.
Yeah.
So I don't have to keep creating new content all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can only go live twice a week or even once a week, but milk it. Turn it into a watch party. Do a little post about a little snippet on your story and say, have you watched this yet? Then have some posts around the subject. So you don't have to constantly be pumping out all this content all the time. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I really just think this is the little thing that's missing. And if we just honestly, if you do a video where your title is how to something, you watch things change. Teaching people that it's something that is in it for them. And if you're struggling, send me, on your subject line or your headline, send me a message. Go off Google.
Okay, cool.
And find someone who is similar to what you want to be doing and model them.
Yeah, good idea.
Then you don't have to think at all. Just go and look at what they've done and you model it. Yeah. There are people out there that are already doing it, and I'm sure you maybe already follow them. Just model it. Watch their video, take a couple of tips, go and do it in your voice. Ray Higdon calls it invest, learn, teach.
Yeah.
ILT. Anyone got any other questions?
Thousands, but they can keep.
But the big thing, guys, is get consistency. I think just once you've got it going, don't stop. Get that momentum. And if you miss one, it doesn't matter. Jump back on. But lead with teaching. I can't wait to see some of your videos where you're leading with teaching, or even your posts. Yeah. That's all about teaching people something about the thing that you're going to be doing. Watch things start to change. They will want to keep coming back because what's Michelle going to teach me today about that thing that I'm interested in? Yeah. All right then, ladies. I'm going to hop off.
Thanks very much.
Recorded. I'll post the recording and I'll speak to you guys.
Thanks a million, darling.
Thanks, Emma.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.